Fala galera, ao vivão aqui, alguns minutinhos. Mais uma vez vou estudar um pouco, né? Ver se eu acho alguma pessoa interessante aqui para conversar. Lembrando que o nome da plataforma é Free for Talk, só digitar no Google lá, se juntar em alguma sala ou criar alguma sala. Também gostaria de lembrar que se você não é inscrito, dá essa moral aí, se inscreve aqui no canal, curte, tá? Vai ajudar bastante. E como eu sempre digo, eu não sou professor de inglês, sou apenas um estudante, e esse canal ele tem o intuito disso. Eu compartilho métodos que eu utilizei e utilizo para estudar, disponibilizo aqui no canal. Então, se você se identificar com algum método, tá? Você pode implementar e tal. E eu sempre falo, minha base para aprender foi o método do Mairo Vergara, tá? Aqui também do YouTube, usando rank, repetição espaçada, texto com áudio. Então, para quem pede dica, eu aconselho isso, funcionou comigo. Como nem todo mundo aprende do mesmo jeito, você pode ir lá tentar experimentar. Se não funcionar, tenta ver se alguma coisa funciona para você e vai buscando outros métodos que possam te auxiliar nessa caminhada, que não é fácil, mas é muito gratificante, tá? Quando você atinge um certo nível ali, que você consegue aprender as culturas através das próprias pessoas, tá? Dos países. Então, vou tentar me juntar a uma sala aqui. Tô desde sábado sem falar inglês, então quando a gente fica um tempinho sem falar, a gente dá aquela travadinha, né? Mas vamos ver como que eu vou me sair hoje, tá? Vamos tentar conversar com alguém aqui rapidinho, tá? Vamos ver qual é. Lembrando, não sei, a gente pode ser chutado da sala, é normal. Hello.
Hello. Good day.
Okay. Good day.
Good day. How's it going?
I'm doing good. You know, I can't complain. What about you?
Kind of same.
Okay, kind of same. I mean,
Yeah, really.
is it night
Huh?
in your country?
I don't know. It's like evening around 10 p.m.
Okay, 10 p.m. Okay, yeah, that's different. Here it's afternoon, 12:22 p.m. lunchtime.
Is it like Asian?
No. Brazil.
No.
Brazil.
Jesus. Then what are you doing here?
I'm doing here to spend time, you know, talk to people in English, practice a little my conversation. And what about you?
Okay, really cool. So, like, I don't know, spending some time for me. I'm really bored. Okay, like, so then I'm trying to I don't know, and make myself busy with something.
Okay. So, what are you doing? I can hear some noise from your side.
I'm sorry. I was like, um, just writing something, but never mind.
Okay, no, it doesn't bother me. You know, I was just curious. You can make your noise, no problem.
Okay.
So there are people here, VIP. Wow.
Hi there. Hello, Ken.
Hello,
Come
bro.
on.
Hello, that's it.
Yeah. It's very nice to meet you.
Why these name here? No, is it right? You know, that's so literally.
Like it just like popped up into my head, and then
Okay.
and I kept it. Sorry, and I kept it as my profile name.
Mhm.
There is no special reason behind it.
Okay. The same question she make me. Why are you here on this website?
Well, I just wanted to actually improve my English language and
Mhm.
gain some fluency. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
that's a
all
good
about
thing.
improvements too.
Okay, so do you have English as a second language or a third language?
A second.
Second
Second, I
language.
can say.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
second.
Okay, that's a question because I can see many times people who speak French as a second language. That's why I asked you about it.
Okay. No, this one is my second language, I guess.
Mhm. Can you tell about where you're from?
Me, I'm from Nepal. I can
Nepal.
actually speak like Hindi language either, okay, but I would I would prefer English as my second language.
Okay, okay, gotcha. Nepal. Okay, that's a good country. I've heard about this country a lot. Yeah, I think because
Well,
of
thank you,
the
thank you.
mountain, right?
Well, yeah, Mount Everest.
Yeah,
I think this
Everest.
one is the highest peak, yeah,
Yeah,
highest peak in the whole world,
yeah,
and
that's
that lies here in my country. Because
okay.
of that, Nepal is famous. I think Nepal is famous for that, I guess.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, in your country, there's got to be many tourists, isn't it? Because of the Everest.
Now, yeah, nowadays, nowadays we have a lot of tourists here,
Hmm.
and then they're actually visiting, like around my country, especially the mountain regions. Mountain regions are covered by a lot of tourists.
Hmm. Gotcha. Do you think about
Yeah,
climbing the mountain?
yeah, and there are like a lot of mountains. I don't know whether like you've heard about that or not, but out of like top 10 highest peak in the whole world, it lie here in Nepal, okay?
Hmm.
And then so we are reaching mountains and a
Okay,
lot of tourists every year. Yeah, a lot of tourists. They they climb mountains. Yeah,
okay, okay.
mountains. No, I'm not talking about Mount Everest. Okay, for climbing Mount Everest, you have to take some training. Okay.
Okay, you need to be prepared, right? Yeah, I've heard about that. Many people died trying to
Yeah,
climb, right? Everest mountain.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
but that's okay. I
It's
mean,
not.
I think all the time people, if you say that about your country, people ask you about mountain, right? So you need to be boring right now.
No, it's okay. I love to, like share something about my country
Hmm.
because it's like I'm just advertising. I'm just
Oh, okay.
advertising about my country, and so that people maybe they want to visit, this country in the future. Who knows
Mhm,
that, right? Who
mhm.
knows about that?
Yeah, but I got you. Yeah, when I say people that I'm from Brazil, they all ask me about Rio de Janeiro. The city is really popular.
Mm,
So I think you feel the same right now, asking you about Everest.
exactly like that.
Yeah, but that's okay, no problem. By the way, why do you want to improve your English skills?
Well, I want to actually change myself into one of the best version of me. So for becoming that person's, I think English is required. It's
Hmm.
needed. Yeah,
Hmm.
English language is needed, and that's why I want to change my status to like my. If I have to tell about my story, you're gonna cry because I don't belong to the rich family.
Hmm.
So my financial background is so weak, and because Nepal is a poor country, if you are aware of it, okay. And so we have to do a lot of struggles here in order to like get a good life. So mostly people from here, the youth, they prefer to um, move abroad for their higher
Hmm.
educations, and yeah, so that they can actually change their life.
Okay,
They
gotcha.
study there, yeah, simultaneously work, and then and they try to like save some money from um, yeah, by cutting their like expenditures.
Mhm.
So yeah, this is how we actually grow up ourselves. And I've seen a lot of people, a lot of Nepalese, not people,
Mhm.
in Nepalese, like who are doing really great jobs and they're having good careers and good life. In Canada, they were in the United States and Australia. I felt I mean to say
Hi,
that I
how
get
are you?
actually inspired by those people.
Okay, yeah. You mean, yeah, that's incredible. I mean, the power of the language, isn't it? English is a powerful language and it can change your life forever, like other people from your country. That's
Exactly.
incredible. And by the way, man, your English sounds really good.
Hi, how are you, Mr. Keen?
Hello, bro. Um,
I'm fine, and you?
hi, what's up? How you doing?
I'm fine. I wanna improve my English language.
Okay, I think we are here with the same goal. Both.
What?
We are here with the same goal. Practice English.
Yes, I wanna practice English.
What is your
Uh,
native language?
my language is Pashto. Do you know?
No, no, no. Which country do
But
you live?
Pashto is the language which is spoken in Afghanistan and Pakistan.
Okay, Afghanistan and
Yeah,
Pakistan. Okay,
yeah,
that's great.
yeah, I live in Pakistan.
That's
Where do
good.
you live?
Live in Brazil.
In Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil. Brazil.
Is it your is it your native language?
No, no, no. I speak Brazilian Portuguese.
But your pronunciation is like native speaker.
Okay, do you think that? I'm really glad to hear that. You know, it's a good feedback. I've been practicing this language a lot, but yeah, I don't know about native speaker. But thanks a lot for your feedback.
Really, I like your pronunciation very well.
Okay, man, thanks a lot. I don't know what to say, but you know, your
Yeah.
English is not bad.
I try to improve my English.
Okay, how long have you been studying English?
I have been studying for 6 years.
Okay, that's too much. Yeah, I think you are making good progress. That's great. Your
Yes, of
effort
course.
is I think that when we put our effort on something, studies or job, I don't know, many things, we're gonna achieve good progress, right?
Of course, we can get very much.
Yeah.
Like now, I am a teacher, English teacher here in Pakistan. I teach students. Therefore, my speaking is little uh, well.
Okay, that's good. You are a teacher. That's amazing. I think teachers are special people, in my opinion. They need to be
Yeah,
more they need to pay more for teachers. But people don't pay much, people don't pay more
yes.
attention on
Uh,
teachers, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yes, of course. People just pay for courses, for leaders. They should pay for teachers because teacher makes everyone. Uh,
Yeah,
that whether that is leader, forces, military,
yeah, that's right.
by teacher.
If you are a politic, you had a teacher. If you are a police guy, you had a teacher. If you are a doctor, you had a teacher, right?
Yeah.
And people don't respect teachers a lot. I can't understand that. I really don't understand.
How can we inculcate people that they should respect teachers?
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
How can we inculcate people to respect teacher and pay per teacher?
Yeah, I think we need to, for example, I'm not sure about the situation in your country. I mean, about politics. But here in my country, we have politics. They earn too much money, and do they don't do anything for the country. Otherwise, we have good teachers. They are trying to teach kids, poor people a lot. They don't have
Yeah.
enough, how can I say, resources to use in class, but they don't earn money. It's really, I
Yeah.
don't know. It's unbelievable. I can say that.
Yeah.
And right
Uh,
now, people are not thinking about becoming a teacher because they don't earn enough money to survive. So I think in future we're gonna have problems because if we don't have teachers in the future, how people can learn?
of course, we have, but unfortunately, we have poor education system here in Pakistan. Uh, just government can pay per teacher more, students cannot pay.
Mhm. Okay. But in your country, do you guys have private school and public school, or only public?
We have both, yeah, we
Mhm.
have both schools, but private are a large than are more than governmental schools.
Mhm. Gotcha. Gotcha. If you are rich, you can pay for your kids a private school, right? But most people they can't pay for that, isn't it?
Really, I don't want to take people from them. Say to me, say to him, I don't need money. I just want to inculcate students.
Okay, it's like your passion, right?
Yeah,
It's like your
he
mission.
forced me to take the area.
Okay, yeah, that's a good. I think most teachers they really love their jobs because it's really hard, and that's why I support
Okay.
teachers a lot.
Yeah, I like to teach native language, but here in Pakistan, just a national language is taught. More native languages are not taught.
Hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
so you think teaching English right now is more useful for people than native language? Do you think that?
Yes, of course, it should be a native language,
Hmm.
not in English. English is it should be a second language. It should be used for business, not in
Hmm.
education system. In
Okay.
Pakistan, government has given that English and Urdu
Hmm.
languages.
Urdu. Okay, I've heard about this language.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So you are a teacher. So what is your dream about future in your country?
I wanted to start business because here our uh, yes our money is little, so therefore I need to start business.
Hmm. Okay, your salary isn't enough, right? Okay, gotcha.
Salary is also not enough for us, and I want to make money and make schools for students. I want to work for students.
Okay, okay, yeah. Sounds like you wanna change future. I mean, kids' future, and it's
Yes,
it's really interesting because there's a quote that I've heard: "Only education can change your future," and I think it's true.
okay. Here is a proverb that every can just education can change everything.
Yeah,
More
everything.
nothing.
But the problem is that I see that in my country, the government they don't put effort to improve to increase the educational system. They prefer people don't have enough information about everything.
Yes. Uh, I really liked your pronunciation. Can you send your WhatsApp number? Then I can call on you.
My WhatsApp number, that's it.
Yes. Do you wanna teach me?
I'm not a teacher. I'm just a learner, you know.
Just
I
for
can, for example,
pronunciation.
for example, I can share with you some informations that I used or that I've been using to improve my English, you know, but not like
Do
you
you?
because you are a teacher. I don't know how to teach.
Yes. I just wanna speak with you. I just want to improve my speaking.
Mm,
More, I have learned grammar a lot. My speaking, my pronunciation is not very well. Therefore, I want
mm.
to learn from you.
Okay, but there's something that I've learned this time, studying English. I
Yes.
remember when I started, it was like you mentioned right now. I mean, about grammar. I learned grammar a lot, you know, and I
Yes.
couldn't speak. That's the problem. And before I find this website, I was off on English. I think the secret is we need to practice. There's no option, right? We need to speak with people and use it,
Yes.
the language. Uh, what's this noise? The sound? It's like a song, right? Hello?
No, it is called for prayer.
Ah, okay, okay,
Yes.
okay. Are you at school or your home?
What?
Where are you right now? At school?
Uh, no, I am in a house near to
Ah,
our mall.
okay, 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 gotcha. But continuing talking about speaking, it's really important for us practicing. You mentioned about my pronunciation, right? My accent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, I used to practice it. Do you know about a technique called shadowing? Have you heard about it?
Schedule.
Shadowing, yeah.
Shed.
Shadowing. It's like you imitate native speakers, like for example, you are listening
Yes.
they speaking and you try to imitate them like a shadow. So this technique is really useful because this technique showed me and taught me how to imitate them and how to catch their accent. So if
Yeah.
you want to improve your accent, maybe I don't know about British accent or American accent, shadowing is really useful for you, man. Oh, perdi a conexão aqui. E agora? Vou tentar de novo aqui. Mas é isso, galera. Praticar, que eu tava falando com um cara ali. Praticar o inglês não tem como. Você pode aprender todas as palavras, mas se você não usar a língua, se você não praticar, não vai melhorar. Então, e também é uma técnica chamada shadowing. Shadowing é como imitar os nativos da língua. Você imita as pessoas que você pode pegar o sotaque, né, da pessoa. É muito interessante. Deixa eu ver aqui se eu consigo uma outra sala para praticar. Vou entrar em alguma aqui para ver. Lembrando, se você não é inscrito, se inscreva no canal. Indonésia. Deixa eu ver se o cara aqui quer conversar. Mister. Minha conexão não está muito boa. Hello? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. How are you, bro?
So sorry, second.
How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
Okay, okay. So far so good.
So Ken, where are you from?
Live in Brazil.
Live in Brazil. Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
So I'm from India.
India. Okay. Really
Yeah,
far away.
yeah, definitely.
By the
So
way,
are you?
no, yeah,
Uh,
please go ahead.
I'm I'm asking you. Are you a student or working somewhere?
Buff. I work and I
Both.
study.
Oh, great,
Yeah.
great thing.
Yeah, that's not great because I don't have much free time. But yeah, it's necessary.
Yeah, but you have a responsibility. That's why you are doing job uh, and study all together. Otherwise, uh, people don't understand the value of money.
Yeah, that's it. People don't understand that. And what about you? Are you a work or a student?
I am engineer working in MNC company.
Okay, engineer. That's great.
Okay.
And do you use English in your job as an engineer?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. That's really interesting. I need to tell you something. Believe me or
Yeah. Tell me.
not, I never speak English in my real life, only online.
Only online. Okay. Actually, this is a very good platform. If you use on regular basis, then it's increase our confidence and and we speak fluently at this platform. And you know that it's very useful for in all ways. At this platform we meet to different peoples and different, they belong to different countries, their accent is quite different with us, so it's help us to and it also improve our listening capability.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Like,
Yeah, I
mm,
think the good thing about these platforms is that you can learn, listen, uh,
mm,
several accents. Not only about United States accent or England accent. Like British or American.
mm,
You can learn, for example, in your case, you speak English and Indian accent, and about me,
mm,
Brazilian accent. That's
mm.
incredible.
Actually, sometimes every country has their native place, and few countries have, speak in English only.
Hmm.
So it's sometimes very difficult to understand their accents because every person are not perfect speaking English. Because there is some accent completely different. Like we speak, we discuss with US person, that's it's very difficult to understand. When we speak UK person, then their accent is easy to understand.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. But for example, in my country, people don't speak English a lot. I need to say that. But there are people from another countries living here. Even people from India living here.
Mm.
People from Japan, Germany,
Yeah,
United
yeah,
States. So they have their own accent. So
yeah,
that's good. I think we are learners, right? We make mistakes. I think even native speaker they make mistakes about the language. No one
mm,
can speak uh, clear. I mean, like perfect way. That's my opinion. But yeah, we need to try to improve a lot. That's good for us.
yeah.
That's
Actually, we don't
mhm.
speak English on regular basis. That's why we feel hesitation. When we will use in our when we will adopt in our daily life this language, then we will be habitual for it.
Yeah, that's it. You know,
So, yeah,
no, no. I've heard in your country there are more than 100 languages or dialects, right?
yes.
And
In India, more than 200 languages are being speaking in different areas.
mhm. And what language can you speak in your country? Hindi?
Actually, most Hindi.
Okay, Hindi.
But when you go in South India, then people speak Tamil, Kerala, Kannada, uh, this kind of language. When you will go to North India, there people speak Haryanvi, Punjabi, and Himachali, this kind of language. So it's a different language in different area.
And how do you do if you need to go north of India? What language do you use?
Actually, Hindi knows everyone, but they are not perfect in speaking, but understand everyone in India.
Okay. What about England?
Because
English? They can
English
understand?
people understand. Mostly people understand because as of now, everyone is educated. Less people are educated. Whenever we have discussion, then we have only with educated people, so they understand.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've heard English is like I'm not sure, but it's like official language in your country. Is that true or not?
Uh, Hindi and English both has equal place in our country. Actually, in judiciary, people use English and Hindi both. And our government sometimes some notification given in newspaper and then they give in English only. So when they have discussion, then they have in Hindi only, but work is being done in English only.
Okay. What about the university? They use English?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, great.
Actually, we have both kind of university, English and Hindi university. So some people are not interested in English, then they can join Hindi university, and people like English, then they join English university. This kind of all kind of things available in university.
Okay, gotcha. You need you have because, for
It depend
example,
on lecturer know any language can they speak Hindi English, but student is not comfort in English, then they can discuss in Hindi also. If a student is unable to speak in English, then they can discuss in English only.
Okay. No, because I've
It's up
heard
to
in Morocco, people, for example, they have Arabic and French, right, as a second language. And at university, they use French language. So people need to know the language to study at university. So that's, yeah. I think this situation forces them to learn French, but they hate French. I've heard that, but I don't know.
Actually, as of now, a lot of people are learning Japanese, French, Spanish so that they can get the job easily in their country. Because suppose Japanese are come to India, they want to do the business, then they prefer the those guys they can speak Japanese. So that's why people are interested in their native language.
Okay, gotcha. So, do you think people who knows how to speak English they earn more money in your country, or it's not true?
Yeah, it's the biggest thing as of now. Okay, everybody want to growth in their life, and English is necessary, and English is being spoken in the whole world. So that's why they want to improve their English so that they can get better job, and they yeah, mostly job. Actually, they want to get better job only.
Okay,
That's why they're learning.
that's quite similar with my country. Yeah, of course, because the language is important for business, right? The business word,
Yeah.
English. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's incredible. So, I gotta go right now. It was a pleasure talk to you, man. So
I'm also glad to
yeah,
meet you.
your
Bye.
English is really good. So congrats about that.
Thank you.
So bye, bro. See you.
Bye bye.
É isso. Conversei com o indiano aí. Vou tentar achar mais uma sala diferente aqui para eu fechar. Alguma pessoa. Deixa eu ver aqui. Lembrando, se você não é inscrito, se inscreve aqui no canal. Dá aquela ajuda, dá aquela moral. E tem vários vídeos aí para você ver como que foi o meu processo de aprendizagem. de inglês. Se você acha que algum dos vídeos for útil para você, não deixa de comentar, de curtir, que vai ajudar bastante. Deixa eu ver aqui mais uma, tentar me juntar mais uma sala aqui. Deixa eu ver. Vamos lá. Vou almoçar também daqui a pouco. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo falar com alguém. Entrou alguém aqui. Hello?
Yeah, hey, hello.
Hey bro, nice voice, man.
Thanks.
Yeah. You sounds like a native speaker.
Man, you don't know how much that means to me. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, you're not a native speaker. Oh my gosh.
I'm not the native speaker.
Okay. Okay. I
Yeah.
know we just start this conversation, but can you share to me some information about improve my English, my accent maybe?
You wouldn't believe me, but I'm still in the process of figuring out how to adjust my English. So far I've found that if I listen for a podcast,
Mhm.
maybe I would get some noticeable improvement. Or maybe if I could read some, pages of book,
Mhm.
I
Okay.
can note as well some notable improvement. And that's all for just now.
Okay.
As I told you, I'm just in my way of figuring out how can I really improve my English.
Mhm.
And what about you? How is your process? What are you doing to improve your English?
Okay, good question. In my case, you mentioned about podcasts, right? I really like to listen to podcasts a lot when I have some free time. Do you know about the Joe Rogan Experience, the podcast?
Yeah,
I really
yeah,
like it. I like his accent a lot. I try to listen him every day. One podcast. Sometimes it's
yeah,
hard because it's like 2 hours or 3 hours interview. But
yeah. I got this.
yeah, I really like it.
Do you have any other uh, podcasts you listen for?
Good. For example, Joe Rogan is from America, right? United States, and sometimes I try another one. The guy, I think he is an Indian guy, but he was born in England. His name is Jay Shetty. Jay Shetty podcast.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I know this one as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
like it because I can listen sometimes American accent and British accent, right? So I try to mix sometimes. That's good.
I can say that I can see that you're just following the controversial. How can I say that word? Controversial
Controversial.
podcasts.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. You're only for them.
Eh,
That's wonderful, man.
but what about you?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
podcast do
For
you like?
me, the first time I opened a Google podcast, um, I found Emma Chamberlain, like a really random podcast. Like
Mhm.
it was like a 4 years ago, and
Okay.
I have been disciplined to listen to her since then.
Mhm.
Uh, it's a wonderful podcast. She's also interviewing a lot of people from a lot of different fields, talking about fashion, sometimes talking
Okay.
about lifestyle, talking about philosophy, talking about medicine, like uh, treatments and stuff. I mean, it's really various, and I like it for the variety of it. And her accent, that's what grabbed my attention. It's pure as fuck. I'm sorry to say that. I really like it.
Mhm.
Uh, so that was Anything Goes with Emma Chamberlain. That's the name of the podcast.
Emma
And then,
Chamberlain.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then I stumbled upon Rogan. Uh, at the time, I was listening to interview with a rapper. I don't remember the name of the rapper, but was talking about like some interesting points in his career and stuff. And I was just listening to that for the sake of English, not for the sake of knowing his experiment in life. You know what I'm saying? And it was really good. You know, the way of the nigga speaking is tremendous. Know when they speak in this unique way, I love it as well. Yeah. And since then, I've um, been surrounding myself with uh, any podcast that I can get a benefit from,
Mhm.
whether it's like information or to just improve my English. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds really good, man. So you sounds like you are addicted on podcasts.
It's not addiction, but it's something that I found a benefit,
Mhm.
and so I'm trying to get the best I can do out of it.
Okay. No, no,
Yeah,
yeah. I got you.
as I don't know if, as you can see, I have got fluency so far, and all thanks to podcasts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Oh,
I
where you from, by the way?
I live in Brazil. Brazil.
So yeah,
Yeah. What about
yeah.
you?
I'm from the other side of the world. I'm from Africa,
Africa.
Egypt.
Egypt. Okay.
Yeah.
Great, great. Okay. I remember, that's a funny story about that. I remember the first time I talked with a guy from your country. I mentioned about, oh, Egypt, pyramid, camel, desert. And the guy, oh man, we don't have only it here. You were watching American movies a lot. And I was okay. Show me some good places, because yeah, of course, I didn't know much about your country that time. So
Yeah.
after that conversation, I never talked about pyramids or camel or desert again, with people from your country. I always
The,
ask
the,
people about
the funny
suggestions.
thing that yeah, the funny thing that the guy was mad.
But yeah, of course. For example, right now I know beautiful, beautiful places in your country, like Luxor, Aswan, Soleil, I think the name.
Wow.
Yeah, people share to me
Mm,
those informations. I have more knowledge about Egypt right now, not only pyramid.
that's wonderful. What about Brazil? Like, I have been here for quite a while, and I didn't really talk to Brazilians a lot. Like, I've talked to one, and it wasn't a really long um, conversation.
Okay.
So you would tell me about Brazil, like if
Okay.
I'm a tourist, for example, what
Okay.
should I visit and what should I eat? Yeah,
Okay. For example, about Brazil, we have some stereotypes. People always say that. I mean, not about place, but about football. It's really popular here, and people always say that. Okay, you need to be a good player. No, I'm not. But about places, for example, my city. I live in Rio de Janeiro. Have you heard about it? Rio de Janeiro.
yeah. Rio de Janeiro, that's the capital, right?
Used
No,
to
it's
be the past.
Sao Paulo.
N-
Sao Paulo is the capital, right?
No, right now the capital is Brasilia here. But you mentioned about those two cities that you mentioned. I think I can say are the most popular, for foreigners. Rio first and São Paulo second, and the third one is the Amazon because of the rainforest.
Sure.
Yeah, but if you like to, I don't know, do you like beaches, for example, hot weather? Do you like it?
Yeah, I really like hot weather
Yeah.
than
So
the cold weather.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's it. So yeah, so I think I told you weather. It's weather. Sorry. But yeah, Rio de Janeiro is really amazing, because we have tourist places, uh, beaches. We have a huge party here, during the summer. The summer here is in December to March, and we have a big party called the Carnival. So
yeah,
people, I mean, foreigners, tourists, they love to come here in this period because they can enjoy a lot, like dancing, a lot of parties, drinking different types of drinks, alcohol, juice, I don't know, different types.
yeah.
So Rio de Janeiro is a good city for you, man. If you have the opportunity to visit Brazil one day in future, please come to Rio. Rio is amazing.
Absolutely. I will. I mean, I always love like South American people, uh, and it's giving me motivation every time talking to South America and to go there and check out this place to figure out what's going on there. Despite everything I've heard about, like it's too dangerous to go there, the gangs and stuff, killing and all of that. I don't really care about all of that. I only like look into the positive service
Mhm.
of the story, let me say.
Yeah,
Um,
it's another stereotype, you know, because every single place in every country there are both realities, safe places, danger places, right? That's common. There are no country in the world it's totally safe. Am I wrong or right?
no, but like South America are way famous, you know, it stand out, from all over the world in terms of gangs and you know all of that stuff.
Okay, it's
So
yeah, there are some danger
that's why
places.
always people be kidnapped or something. But for now I'm actually learning Spanish.
Hmm.
So
Okay,
that's why that's why I want to have something so I can be able to go there and talk to local people. You know what I'm saying?
okay, that's good. You're learning Spanish. Great. So
Yeah, yeah.
you mean, for example, I'm listening your English. I can say you are like a C1 or C2 level. What about Spanish?
Spanish, if A1 would be good.
Okay,
I
okay,
mean, like, because I don't really practice Spanish, I'm just learning right now the basics of everything, like see you and like
like
really, really basics things.
hola, ¿cómo
Um,
estás?
and beyond you too.
Okay, so
Uh,
w- are you
yeah,
using some application, or how are you studying Spanish?
yeah, I'm using the AI.
AI,
Yeah.
like
Uh,
Chat GPT?
I'm just treated as I have treat English. So like I'm doing something that called how can I say that? Reverse engineering.
Mhm.
If there's something worked with you, you can use the same method that has been work and put it on something else.
Okay,
So maybe English has been successful with me. I'm trying to use the same method to apply it on Spanish. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
So yeah, I'm not trying to go and some apps that would teach me. It will take a really long time, but if I do it myself, I may take a short period of time, and that's why I'm learning by myself. By the
okay.
way, English is my English is haven't taken a course for it. I only listen and then speak. So yeah, that's all.
Okay, gotcha. But I've heard
What
about
about
that.
you? Did you learn any other languages?
Um, I'm not sure if you know about that, but for example, here we speak Brazilian Portuguese. here in Brazil. Uh, I'm trying to improve my English because I need to improve it. But about
Why you
other
need to prove it?
language, for example, I'm not learning like I'm learning English, but sometimes I try to learn some phrases in different languages from people. For example, you are from Egypt, right? So I can say like marhaban, like it's one word
Marhaba.
in, or keifa haluka. That's it.
تمام. كيف حالك?
Yeah, when I talk to people, I ask them about, okay, teach me a simple word, in your language, please. But if I will learn another language in the future, probably it's gonna be Spain because it's quite similar
Spanish.
with Portuguese. Yeah, Spanish. Yeah.
But I think you really like know Spanish. I mean, like there's not a big difference between Spanish and Portuguese. Like I would say so.
Uh,
If you give me a clip where someone is speaking Portuguese and another speaking Spanish, I wouldn't really get the difference.
mm, okay.
Like they sound almost like the same. Like even there's a lot of words in common. I would say. I think between Spanish and
Yeah.
Portuguese that it's really similar. Yeah.
No, I agree. Yeah, there are similar words, but that's not the same. There are some words it's really different. I mean, even the words that are similar, the accent is different. Like for example, we can say here "good morning" Portuguese, right? Bom dia. In Spanish, buenos dias. It's quite similar, but not the same. but
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think because English is the most popular language, right, in the world, and
Yeah,
Spanish I
that's
think
true.
is the second one because
Yeah.
people mentioned about Chinese or Mandarin. I don't know, but because they have the largest population, But
Mandarin is not that really popular
yeah,
in any.
only in their country, right?
Yeah, if you're really like if you're professional in something and you gotta deal with Chinese people, so you have to learn Mandarin. Otherwise, I mean, it's not really worth it.
Yeah. But you know what? I've heard there are thousand English schools in China, so they are learning English as well.
Yeah, they are. They are. I've met a lot of Chinese here that they are speaking English very
Mhm,
well, and I always ask them like, "Why you learning English?" They always will tell you first, like job or
mhm,
not for fun at all. Like I'm learning English for just sake of having another language, nothing less.
mhm.
But they have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
that's why.
Yeah, the language is really important. If your field is like business, or I mean, not business, but many fields require English language. I mean, to achieve another level in your life, about salary, right? About many stuff. It's really important.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Uh, yeah, especially if you have 2 or 3 languages, you would get skyrocketed salary.
Mhm.
Uh, like if you're seeing from this perspective.
Okay. So you mean in your case you are learning English for fun?
Uh, okay, I was learning English for fun until I get to apply for the college,
Hmm.
and then um, my college is not by Arabic; it's by English. I
Okay.
mean, I'm studying in the college by English, so I had to get up myself together and learn English very well so I can understand my materials.
Okay. Did you get it?
I yeah, you can say so.
Okay, that's great. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's really
Uh,
great when
I
we can
appreciate that.
achieve our goals.
What's your occupation, by the way?
I can say I'm a worker and I'm a student right now. For example, I'm working as a musician right now,
Wow.
and I'm studying electrical mechanical. So I'm trying to
Wow.
improve my life, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, just being musician is something blow my mind. Uh,
Why?
I mean, like musician, we all got the stereotype about musician people, like they are, you know, the celebrities of the society.
Okay, you
Yeah.
mentioned about the artist. I mean the famous the famous ones.
The famous ones and the famous ones were once not famous. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay, yeah. No, I agree. But I like it a lot. I love music. I love to play with bands. By the way, I'm a freelancer. I don't have a band. I play with some bands. They hired me. They hired me a lot. But it's really good to study about different things. For example, in my case, I started to study English for fun. It was my dream. And but right now, I can see that some benefits if I have the right job and use English, I can achieve more successful in my life.
Yeah. And I'm seeing your English just fire. You know, your English is very clear and understandable.
Okay,
And
thanks a lot.
it's about connection, not perfection, and
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to achieve.
yeah, that's it. That's right.
Yeah,
I don't think about perfection. Of course, I studied this language, to learn new word, new expression, but I don't wanna like I want my mainly goal is understand people and people need to understand me
understand
you
me.
know
Yeah,
that's good, that's the best part, right?
yeah, and that's where you know that you got your goal. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, because
Yeah,
sometimes I ask people, hey, what is the most important English skill for you? And people say, speaking. And I say that, okay, you can know how to speak every single word in English, but if you can't understand your partner, it doesn't matter, right?
exactly,
Because you know how to speak everything, but if I ask you how are you and you say I like to play football, that's crazy. That not make sense,
yeah.
right? So I think, in my opinion, for me, listening is really important.
Listen is yeah, like it's way important, just like speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like integrable function.
Mhm.
Um, if you can if you can listen well, so you will be able to speak well.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Most of the people do have problem with uh, listening, and so they will not be able to, and so they are not able to speak well,
Yeah.
and that's why, yeah.
Yeah, I talked to people. They had a huge vocabulary, but they had bad pronunciation. So it was really hard for me to understand them. So, oh my gosh. And I was
You know,
thinking, maybe it's my problem about listening. And after a while, I figured out that no, the problem was were their pronunciation. That's so we need to balance our studies, right? About our skills.
and that matter, yeah, and that matter. I've been talking to um, like a few people who told me that pronunciation is not something good, or like it's not something you have to focus on.
Mhm.
And I completely disagree with them because if you're not focusing on the little things,
Mhm.
you will not be really able to, get the bigger things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You will always have this lack English. You know what I'm saying? Because you will never find someone with a good pronunciation have bad English. You know what I'm saying? They
Mhm.
always have a good English.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
you mentioned about podcasts, but what else do you like to do to improve your English?
I read a lot.
Okay, good
Uh,
skill.
so yeah, like I listen, I read, I watch. I'm surrounded by English. You
Okay.
know, whatever I can do for English, I will. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So like for now, I'm just listening and reading.
Yeah,
What
that's
about
really.
you? Like, what else you doing besides listening?
Yeah, I think we are using the similar strategies, to improve the language. Because you mentioned about podcasts, yeah, I really like podcasts. I like to read, but in my case, I prefer sometimes read and listen at the same time. Like audiobooks, because I can learn more about the pronunciation. Sometimes I find some words and I have doubt about the pronunciation. So I need to stop it. Okay, let me check it. But when I listen and read at the same time, I think it's really useful for me right now. And yeah, of
You
course.
told me, yeah,
hmm No, please.
you told me something that I haven't tried before. You don't know how much I'm thankful to you. I'm I'm gonna do that. Like
Okay, read
as you said to
and
me,
listen at the same
listen.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, try it. You know,
I haven't
it,
tried before, and like it just oh my god, I'm telling myself how I haven't think about that.
you know, there's something. For example, there is a book that I've read. The name is Atomic Habits, I think, and other book about habits. Because I prefer read about a bad habit. If you create the
Yeah,
habit to pronounce the words wrong, it's really hard for you get rid of it. That's incredible. For example, there's a word, country. Country. This word, I had some problems because I've learned like country. It's really hard for me fix it. Sometimes I
yeah.
say country, but it's country. So that's why I prefer
Uh,
audiobooks than only books.
okay. Yeah. I got what you're talking about.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's just incredible.
yeah. And like you, I
Yeah,
like to surround myself with English. For example, sometimes I like to, if I am watching TV, I try to watch news in English. Or if I go running or go jogging, I like to put my phones on, and listen podcast. Um YouTube, if I want to learn something, I try to find a video in English to teach me that. It's like I'm living in a native speaker, English native speaker country.
environment. Yeah,
Yeah,
uh,
environment, English environment. Yeah.
that's all it takes. You know, uh,
I have a friend.
just yeah,
hmm You
yeah.
know, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I have a friend, and he told me years ago, "Hey, man, forget about that. You never learn English if you don't live in some country who speak the language." My friend told me that, And another thing for people who are learn the language, never listen people. They it's like that movie with Will Smith and his son. People don't know how to do that, and they don't want people achieve that. They are always bad. Oh, you're never gonna achieve this or that. It's hard, it's impossible, and blah blah blah. Never listen those guys.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. I mean, I don't know what would they gain out of it, but it's just unfortunate reality that there's a lot of people, trying to step back the others from achieving whatever they have told them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I remember a lot of times that I told, my friends that I want to get out of Egypt and do like uh, some, like do, you know, I'm sorry, I'm struggling.
No, no,
Um,
no.
I
Take your
want
time, bro.
to Egypt and live another different life, another different style.
Hmm.
They always, giving me this, negative motivation of, you will not find that good place out of Egypt. All of all of the people that get out of Egypt are now suffering. They're not really happy as you might be thinking, and I don't really believe them. I have a relative that they are out of Egypt and they are living their best life. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they are suffering, but yet they have their best life. They live in the life they always wanted. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So yeah, I've
I can see you are really determined, guy. And I'd like to ask you a question. Would you like to visit or live in another country in the future?
uh, God will. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, wanna have another different lifestyle that I wouldn't find here in Egypt. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because when you're thinking English, your life start to be English style. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like everything around you, you're always seeking this English style, English level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Um, and like your reality is not really met your expectations. So you're trying to do your best to have another, lifestyle.
Hmm.
And yeah,
But do you have a favorite country that would you like to
yeah,
live?
yeah, I would answer that right before you, right? I would answer that after I ask you.
Hmm.
Uh, do you have a favorite country that you would like to live in?
Okay, to live in. That's really good question, because before I speak English, before I learned this language, my dream was about live in the U.S. Because I've heard good stories about the country, and it's good for you, for you grow as a I don't know, a worker or an entrepreneur. I don't know. But during this time, I've been using these websites for a long time, and I've been talking to different people. And right now, I changed my mind. I can't say I have a
You change
favorite
your mind.
one. I can't say
Why?
that. But there are some places that I'd like to visit for a while. Like stay 1 year in one country, maybe 1 year in another country, like Singapore
True.
or Malaysia, those countries.
Yeah.
Maybe Indonesia for a time, But I don't think about live forever in one country. I don't know. I
In a
think I'm
certain
a
country. Yeah.
world citizen. But of course,
Yeah.
people say United States is really good, but for foreigners, sometimes you can face some difficulties in the beginning. Maybe Canada, there are too many guys living there from another countries, you know. But I'm not so into cold weather, like I prefer hot weather.
Have you experienced a cold weather before?
Um, for example, you mean about how many degrees? You mean cold weather for you?
Like any cold degree. What do you think of the cold degree be like?
Because, for example, here in my city, it's Brazil is a tropical country. It's really hard cold weather for us, but here if we have 12 degrees Celsius, it's really cold, and I can't imagine it like 3 degrees Celsius or even -2. I can't, I don't know about these. It's really hard for me think about living in country the season is too cold.
Yeah. Like why? Like I just want to know why you hate cold weather that
No, no, no,
much.
I don't hate cold weather. I think about visit a country, see the snow, try maybe snowboard or create those snow man, like in the
Yeah, yeah.
movies. It's amazing. But about live there forever, I don't know. I don't
Hell
think
no.
so.
Yeah.
What about you? In your country, do you
I
guys have
do
cold
not.
weather?
Yeah, we have cold weather. The weather has changed for the past like 10 years or so, and it's getting cold every time, and it's getting hot every season. Um, but I yet prefer hot weather over a cold weather.
Hmm.
I have experienced a cold weather before. It was like it was exactly 4 degree,
Wow.
and it was a hell. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I didn't like that at all.
Okay.
I don't see the point of just get the blanket all over me that 24/7. You know what I'm saying? But in hot summer, you can go out there and enjoy your time, and you can get back home, get shower. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And,
to
like you
solve.
wouldn't do
Hmm.
a lot of things. But in cold weather, a lot of hot drinks, a lot of blankets. Like what?
Yeah, you need to have a
Come on.
heater. That's it. The name heater at home.
Yeah, you
So
know what I'm saying. But I really get um blow in mind of the people that they are living in some areas like Siberia. Siberia
okay,
is
yeah.
the most cold area in the world and in the earth, like 60 or 70 minus degrees. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And yet there are people that live in there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Um,
That's crazy. But those guys, they was born there, so they got used to it really
exactly.
fast.
Yeah, yeah.
Different than us.
They adapt the environment, but I'm looking at it. I'm saying, "Oh my God, they are must be insane."
Yeah. But even if they face my country, for example, or your country during the summer, they can like die, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like they cannot survive in hot weather because
Yeah,
they just like adapt this environment.
that's it. But the good thing about us, we are, human beings. we can adapt in different situations. Maybe it's gonna take a while, but we gotta used to it, right? If you want to change, it's possible for us. But it's gonna take a while, maybe months or years. I don't know, but yeah, we can got used to it. Like we are adaptable.
It will take a while in terms of our psychological, you know, in terms of our psychology. You know what I'm saying? It's not ever about like your body or physical. It's about, do you really like to live here or not? So if you really like the cold weather, you will be so much happy to live in Siberia because you like the cold weather. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But if you're the one who prefer the hot weather and get there in Siberia, you would do anything to get the hell out of Siberia. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it depends psychologically more than like any sort of adaptation.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's great. I don't think about that. I'm really thankful to live here. But yeah, but
Yeah.
of course, I'd like to visit some snow country. Not about Siberia. That's too much for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe some cities in the United States or Canada, or I don't know, other cities with snow. Like
Yeah.
Russia. I don't know,
Absolutely.
just for a while.
Man. Yeah. Absolutely. I wish your uh, dreams come true. Yeah.
Thanks, man. Same. I wish you too.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. It's been really a good time.
Yeah.
I call it a quality time talking to you. Uh, and I want to keep in touch with you. What I'm gonna for you. So
Yeah. I'm
maybe we
following
should
you
have another
here. We are
conversation.
social right now,
Yeah.
so it was a great talk, bro.
Yeah. Anytime. And anytime I can see you, I will join your room and start
Okay.
having another conversation about anything else.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The same. The
maybe the
same.
weather, maybe the weather again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, man, for your time.
Thank
And
you too, man. Thanks for having me here in your
yeah,
room.
absolutely. That's my pleasure. Have a great day.
Have a
I think
before you go. What time is it now?
it is 7:37 p.m.
7:37 p.m. Okay, it's night. It's right now. It's 1:37 p.m. It's afternoon.
Oh, that's that.
Kinda, because it's really
I
cold
can,
here. We are now, here.
oh, hell no.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was a
Have
pleasure,
a great
bro.
day.
Have a great night. And I really wanna see you here again. Okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. Me either.
Okay.
Yeah, and keep it up. Um, you know,
Okay, bro.
yeah.
Take care.
Take care. Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye bye, bro. Então é isso, galera. Okay, Nilufar. Okay, you've been talking this platform. That's really great. It's a good platform. Então, para as pessoas, quem não sabe, essa plataforma é o Free for Talk. Só digitar no Google lá, se juntar em alguma sala. Se inscreva no canal para dar moral aqui, ó. Curte o vídeo, tá? Eu vou ficar por aqui. Lembrando que tem vários vídeos aí de dica no canal. Qualquer coisa, se quiser perguntar alguma coisa, tirar uma dúvida, pergunta lá. Tem o link do meu Instagram também lá, pode me chamar lá no Instagram, tá? Inglês aos trancos e barrancos. Tô indo agora. Valeu, galera. Até uma próxima. See you. Bye, bye. Tamo junto.